Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Sunday, December 26, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Memphis Grizzlies vs Sacramento Kings. Memphis is averaging 110.5 points per game. They scored 104 points in their last game, making 42.2% of their field goals and 30.8% of their three-pointers. Ja Morant led the way for Memphis with 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. Jaren Jackson Jr. finished with 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists, while Dillon Brooks added 13 points and 2 assists. Memphis has played well defensively, giving up 108.7 points per game. They gave up 113 points in their last game and will need to do a better job if they want to get the win. Memphis has won the last 5 head-to-head meetings over the Kings, including 19 and 27 points victories in the 2 meetings this season. With De'Aaron Fox currently in the health and safety protocol, the Grizzlies are the healthier team and also will have a sense of urgency due to the current 3-game losing streak. The Kings have dropped their last 6 games ATS when facing a team with a winning record, and Memphis has covered in 6 of their last 7 road games. Our first betting advice is to pick Memphis Grizzlies to cover. Due to the health and safety protocol, the Kings are currently without their leading scorer De'Aaron Fox, 21.3 ppg. Fox has missed the last 4 games, with the team dropping 3 of those contests. The Sacramento Kings are now on a 2-game losing streak after falling 113-98 to the Warriors Monday and 105-89 to the Clippers on Wednesday. Tyrese Haliburton led the Kings with 22 points and 13 assists in the loss, and Harrison Barnes added 17.5 ppg. Haliburton has now logged at least 20 points and 10 assists in 4 consecutive games, a feat that a Kings player had not done since 1982, when the franchise was in Kansas City. Our second betting advice is to pick over the total. Quick reminder, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Detroit Pistons vs San Antonio Spurs. The Pistons learned hours before the game that Isaiah Stewart, Killian Hayes, Saben Lee, and Rodney McGruder entered the league's health and safety protocols. Rookie Cade Cunningham, the team's second leading scorer, was placed in health and safety protocols on Wednesday. Detroit also was without coach Dwayne Casey, who has missed 3 of the last 5 games because of personal reasons. All are considered questionable heading into Sunday. Thursday was a fun day if you are a Spurs fan. They drained 13 more threes and 11 more free 0 throws than the Lakers on the way to the 38-point rout. Keita Bates-Diop is only averaging 4.9 ppg this season, but Thursday was a night he is unlikely to forget. The 2018 second-round pick out of Ohio State shot a perfect 11 of 11 from the field and finished with a team-high 30 points off the bench. Keita Bates-Diop scored a career-high 30 points while making all 11 of his shots, and the San Antonio Spurs brutalized the Los Angeles Lakers 138-110 on Thursday night. Derek White had 23 points and Lonnie Walker added 21 in the third victory on a 4-game road trip for the Spurs, who hit 18 three-pointers while completing a 2-game sweep of the Lakers and Clippers. San Antonio took an early double-digit lead on the Lakers and comfortably won back-to-back games for the first time since December 4 despite a subpar game from leading scorer Dejounte Murray, who went 3 for 16. The Spurs bench outscored the Lakers reserve 69-20. It was an excellent effort for a Spurs team playing their best basketball of the season. Our first betting advice is to pick San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs' overall record is not impressive, but they have been good to gamblers this season with an 18-13 record Austrian shillings. There are still 51 games left to play, but currently, San Antonio is 10th in the Western Conference, which has them in position for the play-in tournament. San Antonio is coming into Sunday off a successful road trip where they won 3 out of 4 games, with the victories coming against the Jazz, Clippers, and Lakers, with a loss to the Kings. Without Grant or Cunningham, the leading scorer for the Pistons is Saddiq Bey with 13.7 ppg, 6.0 rebounds, and an 11.7 player efficiency rating. Bey finished with 23 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists in the recent loss to Miami. Overall, the Pistons starters played well on Thursday. Trey Lyles, who averages 8.4 ppg, led the way with 28 points. Corey Joseph, who has averaged 7.1 ppg, dropped 21 points with 9 assists and 6 rebounds, and Frank Jackson finished with 19 points. Straight up, Detroit is 2-14 on the road this season. As bad as the wins and losses have been, the Pistons are 15-16 against the spread. Our second betting advice is to pick over the total. New Orleans Pelicans vs Oklahoma City Thunder. Leading their scoring output in the game was Ingram, 23.8 ppg, who scored 31 points in the game and was one of 3 players to score at least 20 points. The defense needs to step up more consistently, as they are allowing 46.8% of shots to fall against them and are giving up 109.4 ppg, which is 22nd in the NBA. They need to play even better defensively if they want to pull out the win. Oklahoma City came up short 112-101 on the road against the Phoenix Suns on Thursday night. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander finished with 29 points and 7 assists, while Josh Giddey chipped in 17 points for the Thunder, who shot just 11 for 41 from three-point range in the loss. Gilgeous-Alexander has been much more aggressive on offense during the month of December, which has played a role in the Thunder's recent surge. The 23-year-old is averaging 2 more shot attempts per game this month, and he's attacking the basket more often, which has helped him average a whopping 8 free throw attempts per game this month. In 10 December games, Gilgeous-Alexander is averaging 25.5 points per contest while shooting 43.3% from the field and 90.1% from the free throw line. Our first betting advice is to pick Oklahoma City Thunder. New Orleans won its 4th consecutive game on Thursday, taking down the Orlando Magic 110-104 behind 31 points from Brandon Ingram. Josh Hart added 22 points, and Willy Hernangomez hauled in 16 boards for the Pelicans, who shot 43.3% from three-point range in the win. Ingram has been trending up over the last 2 weeks. The 24-year-old has now scored over 25 points in 5 of his last 6 contests and is averaging a healthy 27.7 points per game during the month of December. He's also flashed some progress as a playmaker, averaging 5.9 assists per game this month. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Pelicans rank 6th in the NBA with an adjusted -4.4 net rating. New Orleans hasn't been as explosive on offense without Kyrie Irving in the lineup. It ranks 25th in the league on offense with an adjusted 107.4 offensive rating and 23rd defensively with an adjusted 111.8 rating. Our second betting advice is to pick over 212.5.